right, you guys have asked for it. At least some of you have asked for it, so we're doing it. This is our how we plan epic road trips and camping trips, how we prepare the truck, find the spots, pack the food, get the gear. Let's jump right into it.
Quick rundown. Okay.
So, we find epic spots to go on our camping trips and road trips two ways. One is I literally spend hours every week scrolling Google Earth.
He doesn't have a job. Just kidding.
Well, I work for myself, so...
Hours, though, everyone.
No, I do. Like, in the evenings. Like, I was up to 1 p.m. the other night trying to find this certain spot. And I love it. I look for peaks, and I look for beaches, and I look for high points that are near water. That spot that you saw that we went to that had the landslide, I spent hours on Google Maps trying to find that from a photo that my friend posted. And I didn't want to ask for the location because I enjoyed the hunt. I like finding these spots. I think it's rad. I love old maps, and I like maps in general. So finding them on Google Maps and scrolling around is super fun for me. And we also have the advantage that Stacy's in forestry and gets the bird's eye view.
Yeah. Mine happens a little bit more organically because I can't just sit and scroll through maps. It's not my favorite thing. When I'm in helicopters and I'm flying over Vancouver Island, usually across to the mainland, it's really easy to just see incredible spots from the air. And as soon as I do, we use an app called Gaia, which is a free app, and it pretty much saves our lives most of the time because you can use it offline, which is incredible. So as soon as you download it, everything in your area, you can use it when you're out of service. And what I'll do is I'll have my Gaia open when I'm in the helicopter, and if I look down and I see a beach or a lake or just anything cool, I'll just pin it as soon as we're above there. And yeah, I pretty much relay that information to Matthew, to Mr. Google Earth. And because you can find roads way easier on Google Earth, and they're way more up to date. Gaia has its hit or miss moments with logging roads because sometimes it doesn't have the new ones, sometimes they're deactivated, etc. So our kind of teamwork using Gaia and Google Earth has been awesome.
Yeah, so that spot from our first Secret Spots video, the one with the heart-shaped beach, Stacy actually found that from the air, flying over it.
Mm-hmm. And then, I sent Matthew the pin. I said, figure out how the heck we're going to get there.
How to get there, yeah. Yeah. So we do that for all our trips. We'll pick an area that we want to explore, and then we'll research as much as we can on Google Maps if Stacy's got a shift near there when she flies over. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we use Google. We don't... Yeah. You know,
we don't have any fancy tools.
I know lots of guys in the States use Onyx Off-Road. I've heard really good things. They don't have a lot of the trails updated in Canada yet that I've seen, but I've heard really good things about that as well.
Totally, and we like to always have a backup plan. Like we've said, like we're not going to great lengths to figure out routes. We're just generalizing an area that we want to check out, and we'll find certain spots. But we've been caught more than once where we show up to a spot that we want to go to, and it's either deactivated entirely, or there's a ginormous big yellow gate in front of us,
or people already there.
Yeah, or people are. You always have to have a backup plan. Yeah. That's why we choose an area as opposed to just one spot.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll stumble upon something even better than what you were expecting. Yeah. Which is really kind of incredible.
Yeah, totally. But that's our big secret.
Yeah. Yeah. And someone else was asking about when we are off grid, if we have any Garmin InReaches, and we actually do. We got gifted one this year for Christmas.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. So we do have one of those. We do 100% recommend them because you never know what's going to happen, especially when you lose service. Thankfully on Vancouver Island, when you lose service, you're never really entirely alone.
You're never that remote, which, talking about the Garmin, kind of segues into the next topic, which is the truck and the gear. Mm-hmm. Because by the time you're seeing this video, we have left. We are on our longest trip to date. Not the big South America trip,
No.
but we're taking the Yeti on his longest trip, and we're going the most remote that we've ever been. We're going to be 7 days completely out of cell service. And I used to be really ignorant and naive to kind of safety and preparedness in the bush and going off-road. Like, I didn't have a winch for the first 10 years of wheeling. And once you've walked out of the bush, stranded in the snow in the winter twice, you kind of start to smarten up a little bit, and I've finally integrated those lessons. And now I carry a ton of gear. I carry all the tools that I would need to replace anything that could leave us stranded, and I carry spare parts. So I carry belts, radiator hoses, brake fluid, diff fluid, coolant, motor oil. I carry a spare alternator. I carry a spare fuel pump. It's
I'm surprised he hasn't said burf yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got Longfields now, so used to carry spare burfs. That's funny. I should carry a spare engine, too, and a transmission. I should... Oh, God. Just tow a parts truck. No, we actually I take these things because those are things that could leave any vehicle stranded. We obviously have all the tools that I could install any of that. And then, yeah, we've got a pretty extensive first aid kit. Obviously, the winch, snatch straps, and shackles.
Lighting. Because, you don't want to be stranded working on a truck in the dark.
Yep, and we always carry a tarp, no matter what. There's always a tarp in the vehicle. There's always extra water in the vehicle. There's always spare socks. I've soaked my feet, and I hate having wet feet, especially when it's cold, so I always have spare socks. And, yeah, I mean, the truck's pretty built, but you never know what's going to happen, and we've had those happenings.
We've had more than we can count.
It's all part of the experience, but
it totally is.
You live and you learn, as they say.
Yeah.
If you guys want an extensive video of literally everything that we keep in the truck on one of our longer trips, let us know in the comments. We could totally make that video.
Yep. And yeah, I guess next topic would be food.
Food, yeah. So I think one thing that's cool about us is we really try and keep things simple and not complicated, and we don't do a lot of things differently when we're camping versus when we're at home. Like, we don't have separate, food lists or really that much separate gear for when we go camping.
Yeah, we cycle through the same, I think, 4 or 5 meals at home and camping, and it just makes life easy.
They're all our favorites.
Yeah, we're not the type of people to come home and just want to sit down and cook an incredible meal and gather ingredients, stuff like that. We're crazy busy 90% of the time. We make kind of mindless foods, and we go to the grocery store and mindlessly shop because we know we like them. They are incredibly healthy meals, and it's just easier that way. So yeah, we do tacos, which you've seen numerous times.
Thai curry.
Chili, sometimes pasta, and gourmet sandwiches and salmon burgers.
Yeah.
It's very simple. We know exactly where everything is in the grocery store. We just like to make it easy for ourselves because sometimes the stress of packing for camping can almost ruin your first day of camping because you're worried about what you forgot, what you could forget, what you didn't forget. All of the above. It's too much. So if we know exactly all the ingredients that we're going to pack every single time, it's a huge weight lifted.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so literally all the stuff we eat at home, we just take that camping.
Yeah. And then it's easy because you bring it home and you just throw it right into your routine again. It's not we have this random ingredient that we don't usually cook with. I don't know what to do. Throw it out.
Yeah,
totally. So we like to keep it very simple. We have a dry storage bin and
to hold
a cooler.
All the chips.
Yeah.
We eat lots of chips.
We eat lots of chips too. So really,
we should do chip reviews.
We should do chip reviews. Would you guys like to see chip reviews?
No, don't.
Why not? Yeah. And then I guess the last is recreation and extra goodies.
Yeah, we bring games.
Yeah.
We like playing games, whatever. It's a frisbee or crib or cards.
Totally. I mean, we like to party. It's usually just us two, especially when we go. Yeah, when we go solo. It's not we want to sit around and talk all the time. Like so we want to play games. So we bring like a frisbee to play beersby. We play crib. We bring beer pong. Pretty much like whatever we have at home. We're like, heck yeah, if we can enjoy that in the bush.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and we always bring lighting. You never want to go without lights. Matthew always reminds us to bring headlamps. Headlamps are huge.
Oh, you forget your headlamp?
Yeah.
So, I think that's the major stuff.
Yeah.
If you guys want us to go into more detail on anything, let us know. I know this is a different style video than you're used to on this channel. I know we're in the house, but we are preparing to post, hopefully, our most epic videos yet. We are on the trip right now. I don't know where we are. We're in the future. We're gone. We're filming.
Yeah.
So-
If you don't get a video next week, please send help.
Yeah. Yeah, if you haven't heard from us by next Thursday,
It'll be June, I think, almost.
yeah. I don't know.
Tell our moms we love them.
Yeah. Hopefully the bears didn't get us.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. And just remember, keep it simple.
Don't price yourself out of camping.